Hello everyone, well I've got a new upright vacuum cleaner to show you today, and unusually it's a bagged upright vacuum cleaner. These are pretty thin on the ground at the moment. Most people are buying bagless and cordless. So this is mains powered and it's bagged, and it's by a company called Vacmaster. I bought this myself, it's not a paid promotion. This is all my own money. When this was launched, it was about £200. It's now around £80 to £85. I got this direct from Vacmaster on eBay. They had a further 10% discount, so mine was under £80 for a bagged upright cleaner with a pet hair turbo brush and lots of spare bags. Okay, without any further ado, let's get it open. If you're watching this in the USA, you might know this cleaner, or a very similar cleaner to this, under the Kenmore brand. And I've been aware of this design of vacuum for quite a while when I saw it on Amazon.com, but it would cost a lot of money for me to import one of these. So when I saw that it was launched in the UK, I thought it would be an interesting machine to try. This has a 3-year guarantee if you register it with Vacmaster. And I understand that all the packaging is recyclable. This is very like an earlier shark cleaner, but a bagged version of an earlier shark. So we have a quick start guide and a more detailed instruction book. First thing out is the power head. And we've got lights on the front by the looks of it. Brush roll status indicator, so I'm sure this will cut out the power to the brush roll should anything get sucked up that shouldn't. So yes, it's very reminiscent of earlier shark machines. Fairly stiff brushes, quite an unusual design chevron brush roller there. So there we go, that's the main power head. And it's packaged very much like the shark cleaners are now, with just everything in paper bags for easy recycling. Next out we have the flexible stretchable hose. And again, it's giving me shark vibes. There's a suction control on the side that we can open up to reduce suction. So this will reduce suction when the cleaner's in lift away mode, but it should also reduce the suction when we're using it as an upright. So that fits onto the main body of the cleaner. This feels like the turbo nozzle. Yes, it is. This is the PetMate turbo nozzle with, oh, it doesn't have brushes. It's got these sort of flexible plastic teeth. Next tool out of the box is this. What is this? This is a sort of brush tool. Not sure if that slides off. This is for upholstery. Looks like, yes, it looks like it slides off, this brush. Might be quite stiff. I'm assuming it does. Yes, it does. So we've got an upholstery nozzle with a removable brush. And here, quite a short and stubbly crevice tool for your nooks and crannies. Next out is the wand. It is metal. Got some Vacmaster branding there. Handle release button. And we've got one of the cord hooks, quick release cord hook to store the mains cable. And one wand release button. So yeah, I'm getting very strong shark vibes from this cleaner. think these are the dust bags. I have to rip it open. I think we get 12 bags for this. Now this is the pet version. So with the pet version you get the small turbo nozzle that I've just shown you. Plus you get more bags. I think you get 12 bags with the pet version as opposed to, I think it's 6 with the non-pet version. But the price difference between the two is £5. So I thought it's a no-brainer. Extra bags and a turbo nozzle for £5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's only 6 in that one. But yeah, there's another packet, so it is 12 bags in total, and there may be a bag fitted. So here's the unit. That's the unboxing finished. Whoops. Let's get this wrapping off to reveal the lift away suction pod. It's a nice blue colour. That is quite attractive. With bag drop technology, very comfortable carry handle. So yeah, this is very, very shark-esque, isn't it, folks? Okay, I think this will need a little bit of assembly, so let's put this Vacmaster Captura together and have a closer look. There's a little swing ticket here on the cleaner, so I'll just cut that off. It might be a quick start guide to show us how to assemble the cleaner. No, it's just telling you about how to activate your free extended guarantee. So it comes with a 2-year guarantee as standard. You need to go onto the website and then you can extend it to 3 years in total. So there we go, that's that. And the website is clevereurope.com, or Clever actually. Clever, I think you pronounce it, C-L-E-V-A. Okie dokie, I'll take a look at the instruction book. It's behind me, isn't it? Well, we do have, I showed you it earlier, I'd already forgotten, we do have the quick start guide, which will get us started, but it's always best to have a proper look at the instruction, and you'll see maintenance tips and how to wash the filters, change the bag, etc. But being a bagged machine, I don't think we're going to have very much filter washing. If this has been bagless, there'll be filter washing at least once a month, I would thought, but being a bagged machine, far less maintenance. So here's the assembly guide. So basically, take the floor head and pop the suction unit on it. It should just slide over, let's see. No, it's that way. There we go, that's it, that's locked in place. Yeah, it feels quite a sturdy cleaner. And then we have to put the wand into the top of the hose, or the hose into the top of the wand, should I say. So assume it goes this way in. The hand grip like this. Push it in, nice firm click. To release, you've got the release button there. So that goes in like that. And then we can put the wand into the back of the cleaner. It'll just slide in. That's it. Press it down and you'll hear a click. And then finally we need to connect the hose to the machine itself. That's the hose inlet there. Hose release button. Push that in. Hang on, it's not clicked in place. You need to push it until it clicks. There we go. That was a bit hard to push. When you hear the click, you know it's in position. If you don't click it in place, it'll probably come away while you're cleaning. So that's assembly. That's easy enough. We do have some onboard tool storage again. If you've seen any of my shark videos, all this will look very familiar to you. 2 of the small tools store here, so we can fit the upholstery nozzle and the crevice tool. I don't think, we'll try it, I don't think we can fit the turbo nozzle to the machine. Or can we? We'll see if it'll go on. Yeah, it will. Sort of. It does fit on the cleaner, but then you're going to have to leave one of the tools off unless you can piggyback You can piggyback the tools. So yes, look, in theory you can store all the tools on board, but I think the turbo nozzle is going to get in the way when you're actually using the machine, so I don't think it's really designed to go on the machine. So we'll leave that out, take that off and pop the upholstery tool back down there. And of course we've got the mains cable, and to store it we've got a fixed lower hook and the swivel upper hook at the top of the wand. I'll put all the details, cord length, motor wattage, capacity, etc. under this video. And of course you can go to Clever's website for further information and to see the other machines they do in the range. As I say, they do some bagless cleaners. If you want a bagless cleaner, they will do a bagless version of this. But I'm more interested in a bagged cleaner, so that's why I bought the bagged version, because personally I think they're easier to maintain and give cleaner dust disposal. I'll just untangle the mess of wires, wind up the cable, and we'll look at the controls on this vacuum cleaner. The first thing I'm going to look at is the bag, and I'm assuming this opens the bag door, and it removes the bag door and the bag at the same time, which is quite handy. And we have a dust bag release lever. So here is the bag, and it's a good quality fabric bag, relatively large capacity as well. We've got a nice seal around the opening. So when the bag's full, we can take it out to the bin, the whole bag door, and hopefully release the dust bag. I don't know if it's just going to fall out or it's just, well, we'll see, won't we? Dust bag release. Wow, it does, it just drops out. You don't even have to touch the bag. So when that's full of dirt, we'll do that again because that was fun. So insert the bag with the arrows pointing inwards. You just slide it in like this into the bag support collar. You hear a click, and that's it. And then you put the that's it, close it like that, another click, and then you can put the bag back. That's simple, very simple. So let's try it again. Speedy bag change. Open, go outside, hold it over your dustbin, press the dust bag release, and yes, well, I wasn't holding it. You have to hold it at that angle so it'll slide out, but you get the theory. And of course, when this is full of dirt, it'll slide out easier than when it's empty. So push it in, click, click, and pop it back. There's a Premotor filter located at the bottom of the bag compartment. Lift to access filter for cleaning. And there we have a simple sponge filter. With a bagged cleaner, especially a bag cleaner with high filtration bags, that is not going to get dirty like a bagless machine, but it might get grubby after some months of use, so you can wash that. So that pops back. So that's just a Premotor filter to protect the motor in case the bag should split if you overfill it, just to prevent anything going into the motor cavity. We'll pop that back in, just clip it into place. That's it, that's in position. Then we can pop the bag door back on the machine, locate it at the bottom, and click it forward. Now there is an exhaust filter as well down here. It's a HEPA exhaust filter located behind the grill, and the instructions suggest that you clean that in cold water once a year. So we can remove this silver grill, and then the HEPA filter should come out. Yes, there we go. So there you go, you've got a piece of foam and the pleated HEPA filter. Seems to have a good seal around it. So this is obviously where the exhaust air vents out of the machine, first passing through the high filtration bag, through the Premotor filter, and then finally out into the room through this pleated HEPA. So that seems quite good. Make sure it's firmly in, and then we can pop the grill back in. There we go. One of the many things I dislike about bagless cleaners is they always look a mess, even when they're not in use. They always look dirty after the first use. Unless you wash the container out every time you empty it, it's always going to look grubby. But a bagged machine, as you can see, if you look after it, it's always going to look smart and clean because all the dirt is hidden away inside the bag. And as you saw, it's so easy to remove the bag for replacement in this cleaner. So yeah, first impressions are good. We've not switched on or tested it yet, but I like that comfortable handle. It's a fair weight to it. Let's check all the specifications under the video for the weights and the cord length, etc. But it's easy enough to carry around. We've got some controls just behind the bag compartment. So to start to use the machine, we've got the top hook here. You turn that down, release the cable in one go, and also release the wand. I pressed the wand release button by mistake earlier, so that's why that happened. I'll leave that in, I can't be bothered to edit that out. So let's pop it back in until you hear the click, then that's in position. But if we do want to release the wand, you press the wand release button and the wand comes off, and then you can attach the nozzles to the end of the wand or remove the wand and attach them to the end of the handle. So you can use the machine like this if you just want to clean your upholstery. Take the wand off if you want to. Grab the Petmate nozzle and then you can go over, clean your upholstery with the machine standing securely. It's only a short flexible hose. If you're using this on stairs, you will have to use it in lift away mode, but you can use it like this. It's pretty sturdy, and yeah, use the nozzle like that. For lift away, we have a big button here that says lift off. So should we do a countdown? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have lift off, and there you go. You've got the suction unit for carrying up the stairs. Take this out to your car. It's a fair weight, and it's not overly heavy, but it has some weight to it. But it's far easier to clean the stairs like this than trying to use the upright on the stairs. And I suppose you could balance it just below the stair you're cleaning. Clean the stairs like that. Just keep your hand on the top just to make sure it's not going to fall down the stairs. So we're all familiar with this sort of lift-off design with Bissell and Shark and other manufacturers, Vax, doing machines like this. Other controls here include the on-off switch and the brush roll on-off function. When you get the machine, it will be in the off position, so remember to turn the brush roll on for cleaning carpets. Also, when the cleaner's in the upright position, the brush roll is automatically switched off. It'll only come on when you recline the handle, and also it'll only come on with the brush roll on off switch in the on position. Then we have the lift off button that I showed you, and this bag fill level indicator from empty to full, so that will progressively light up, and when it gets to here you need to replace the bag. Okay, I think it's time to switch on this cleaner, but I'll first reassemble it. So we'll pop the suction unit back onto the floor head, slide it down. There we go, make sure it's locked into position. Grab the wand, click it into the handle, and then slide the handle into the machine. And again, listen for the click. If you don't engage it properly, the handle will remove itself from the machine when you try to carry it. There's also a handy little clip here just at the top where you've got the cord hook, and that's designed to hook over the mains lead, so it keeps it up and out of the way. You just have to firmly push it in. So now when you're using the cleaner, and to recline the cleaner, you just put your foot on the floor head, and then we're ready to clean. So I'm going to plug in and switch this cleaner on for the first time. It's been a few weeks since I started this video filming the unboxing of this Vacmaster Captura bagged upright cleaner. So now it's time to put a bit of dirt down and see how well it performs on carpet and hard floor. But before I do the demonstration, I'm just going to get my suction gauge out and see what the sealed suction is of this vacuum cleaner. Even if this cleaner scores well on the suction test, it doesn't always equate to how good a vacuum cleaner it is. Apart from suction, there's matters like airflow, the design of the nozzle and brushes, and other factors to consider when choosing a vacuum. So I will be doing a test, and we can actually see it picking up dirt. This will just give us a rough idea of the suction power that this particular cleaner produces. So a good result for a cylinder or canister machine is around 80 on the gauge. So let's see what this Vacmaster Captura measures. The cleaner peaked at around 62, which isn't bad for an upright, but I have a feeling this cleaner has a suction relief valve built into it. Often when you block the nozzle of a vacuum cleaner, or the hose becomes blocked or the bag's too full, a valve inside the machine will open, allowing air to flow through the machine to stop the motor overheating, and I could definitely hear air escaping from somewhere else when I blocked off the end of the hose. So without the suction relief valve built into this machine, I expect we would have got a higher result. On this carpet, I've sprinkled down some red lentils, rice, black sand, rolled oats and some clumps of pet hair, and we're going to see how well the Vacmaster Captura can pick it all up. Well, looking at this clean path, it seems that the Vacmaster Captura has done a pretty good job, certainly at removing all the surface dirt. If I look very closely, there are just a few specks of black sand bouncing up, so I would need to do a couple more passes to remove those. But all in all, I think that's a pretty impressive result. I'm in the kitchen now, ready to test the Vacmaster Captura on a hard floor. Now the floor I'm standing on is a cushioned vinyl, and how they fit them, they normally put adhesive around the edge of the room and tend to leave the middle part loose, so it means it can lift up. And I've found using vacuum cleaners in the past, if I use them on the full suction, they just pull the floor up to the nozzle and the vacuum cleaner is very hard to push. And I've just experienced that. I've just tried out this machine briefly before starting filming, and yes, on the full power it's going to just suck the floor up to the nozzle. So I'm having to open the suction control that's located here on the handle. So that's closed, that's open. So I will get reduced suction. I'm going to try it with the brush roll off first and then the brush roll on. I'm just going to sprinkle various dirt on the floor, some rice, rolled oats, etc., just to see how well it picks it up. I know it's a bit hard to see on this light coloured floor, but really there's not a lot in it. This side was with the brush roll off, so it was suction only, and this side I had the brush roll running. It didn't seem to scatter the particles when the brush roll was on. So basically it's about even. So you could use this machine with the brush roll on most floors, but as I said, if it's a cushion vinyl you might have to reduce the suction. And if it's a delicate floor, then probably best to use this cleaner with the brush roll off. Before I end this video, I thought it'd be a good idea to have a look at the bag and inside the bag compartment. So we just need to remove the bag, complete with the bag door, and that is pretty heavy. I'd say that's over a kilogram of mess and dirt that I've picked up over the course of this video, all trapped inside the bag. I'll put that to one side for a minute and we'll have a look at the bag compartment, and we can see that apart from a little bit of dust where the bag fits to the machine, that's still pretty clean, as is the Premotor filter. Now in a bagless machine you do have frequent filter washing to maintain the suction, but you can see after the demos I've done today that filter is still spotlessly clean. If that needs washing from time to time, you could just rinse it under the tap, make sure it's dry before you put it back. And the post-motor filter here on the exhaust of the machine shouldn't require very much maintenance at all. Maybe once a year, take a look at it, see if it needs cleaning, give it a rinse, make sure it's dry, pop it back. But very little maintenance in a bagged machine, as opposed to frequent maintenance you need for a bagless cleaner to maintain its suction. So a filter bag is the main filter on a bagged vacuum. So this does the hard work. It's still white as anything, the outer of that bag. So it has managed to trap most of the dirt and fine particles. In fact, probably I'd say 99.9% of the dirt is trapped, and any that's fine enough to pass through, it should be trapped by the HEPA filter on the exhaust. So now, in normal circumstances, I'd go outside to my bin, I'd press the dust bag release button. Hopefully the bag will drop down like so, and then I'll just slot in a new bag. So yes, you do have to pay for bags, but you don't have the maintenance. If you just want the clean dirt disposal, of having a bagged vacuum cleaner, then it's a bagged vacuum cleaner I would recommend. I don't think I'll get that back. I'm going to dispose of that dirt and put a new bag in this machine. All in all, at the time of making this video, this particular model is on Amazon for $74.99. Now that, I think, is very good value for a bagged upright cleaner. And for your $74.99, you get the machine I've shown you, the small turbo brush, the other two small accessories, and 12 dust bags. Now, if you don't want this tool, and to be honest, it's not that great, I've used far better tools. If you don't want this turbo tool, you can pay $69.99 for the same cleaner without the pet turbo nozzle and with only 6 bags. But personally, for the extra £5, you are getting another 6 bags. So for me, it's a no-brainer. So if you can get this cleaner for under £80 and you're on a budget, you want a bagged upright, then it's certainly one I would consider. If you want to check out the current pricing and availability of this vacuum, I've put a couple of Amazon affiliated links below the video. So if you do buy from one of those links, I get a small commission, and that goes back into my channel to help me fund new purchases, new products for me to review. If you have any comments or questions about the Vacmaster Captura bagged upright cleaner, please comment below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.